New boss hated me and treated me like garbage, so I exposed his affair. This took place many years ago when I was 21, so young, but it feels like it was yesterday. This may be lengthy, but context is necessary. I worked at the local rec center and was a pool manager in the aquatics department. You know, lifeguarding, swim lessons, etc. Not to brag, but I was extremely good at my job. There were always requests to be in my classes, and families only wanted to sign up for sessions I was teaching. Over time, I got more training and was able to teach and do almost everything that the aquatics department could ever need. Our coordinator, my boss, received a job offer elsewhere and decided to pursue that. I loved my boss and was sad to see her go, but this gave me the chance to throw my hat in for the position. It was a long shot due to my age, but I figured I should try. I had all the qualifications and knew the place inside and out, even the employees. Sadly, I didn't get the job. Bummer, but I assumed it was a long shot at the time. What caught me by surprise was the person they did hire lacked almost all of the quote required skills that had been listed. He was a businessman. Let's call him Kevin. So how did Kevin get the job? Like, does he know someone? Kevin liked swimming, but didn't have any training on pool safety or the pump room know-hows. According to the higher-ups, he was going to make our faculty a, quote, money maker. How did he do this? Well, he cut safety corners. We started staffing less lifeguards for shifts, sometimes only having one on the pool deck, which was incredibly unsafe given all the blind spots in our facility. He shortened breaks, claiming the staff were all lazy teenagers. Again, not safe as they needed the chance to rest and be ready to be back on deck maintaining safety. Is that like legal? Now, I get it. Teenagers can be lazy and be a pain. We've all been there and witnessed it. I know not everyone was an all-star employee, but that's the case everywhere. As a part of my job, I would evaluate and train the employees regularly. We practiced skills and reviewed important first aid that needed to be second nature, rescues, CPR, AED, etc. Well, Kevin also declared that these trainings were happening too frequently. It was a waste of money to be doing this, and they should be doing this in their free time. Oh, this is gonna end badly. This was breaking point number 1, and I decided to go speak to him about this and said, "Hey Kevin, can we talk?"
Sure. What do you want?
Well, I really think that we should start up the trainings again. In the event of an emergency, we really need the staff to be ready and ready to react to anything.
Shouldn't they already know it?
Yeah, but most of these things they need to practice, you know, CPRs and the rescues and stuff.
I don't really think that that's something I need to pay you or them to do. They should just practice.
I feel that working on these skills as a team really helps with retention and knowing it actually gets done. I mean, most of them don't have their own pools and backboards to practice at home.
We are done with this conversation. I know you wanted this job, but I'm in charge. Do what I say.
Okay. I was livid. At no point did he actually listen. He treated me like a child and sent me away. The next day, he called me into his office for a chat where he told me I was completely out of line yesterday and wrote me up for insubordination. I went home crying. Not once have I ever received a warning, a complaint, or anything negative with my working performance. To be written up for expressing myself and being called insubordinate wrecked me. After I composed myself, I decided I would just do my best and try harder. I did what was asked and tried to keep up morale and tried to stay positive. A month later was my second breaking point. Kevin and I had a meeting where we discussed employees and evaluated performances. After he left for the day, he sent me a text saying,
"I've thought about it, and I want you to call X, Y, and Z and let them go. They're awful employees, and we can just replace them."
Because I had been conditioned to just obey this moron, I said, okay. Well, this didn't sit well with me. I stewed on it for the rest of the day and stayed up late with it just gnawing at me. To be fair, the employees he mentioned weren't anything great, but I felt it wasn't my place to be the one to let them go. He's kind of getting you to do his dirty work for him, which I don't like. My job description said nothing about hiring or firing. It was always up to the coordinator, Kevin, or higher ups for that sort of thing. So I decided to express my feelings the next day. And surprise, surprise, it didn't go well. "Hey Kevin, I was thinking about the text you sent me yesterday. I've been going over it and I'm not comfortable being the one to let these employees go. I don't think it's in my job description and I feel that falls under your department. And I'm sorry I said okay to it yesterday, but I don't think I should do it."
What?
Yeah, I just don't think I'm comfortable with it. I'm not in that kind of position.
That isn't my problem. I told you to do it, so do it.
That just isn't something I can do. Can we look back at my job description and maybe I missed it? He did not like this response. Let me guess, it's not in the job description at all.
No, we won't be doing that because I know it's your job to listen to your boss. If you won't do it, I guess I will just do your job and write you up for insubordination.
Me, while crying. Okay. Now this is where it starts to get juicy. Over the next few months, I did exactly what I could and tried to avoid Kevin at all costs. This started to become really easy as Kevin wasn't back by the pool as frequently. He started meeting with the rec center director more and more, his boss. He would go to lunch meetings with her, meetings in her office, and even attended the fitness classes she taught. Fishy. No, very fishy. Also, the swimming fish pun is not lost on me. I'm assuming that pun was not intended. Now, I wasn't the only one who noticed this. All of the aquatics departments started to pick up on it. They would ask me, hey, where's Kevin? And I would tell them, director meeting, with an eye roll. He was rarely in his office anymore. I was left doing his job more and more, and he would tell me, I just have to meet with the director. We're trying to turn this place around and make some money out of this money pit. So I diligently did as I was told, while also tracking his meetings. You know, I have a theory. It seems to be like quite consistent with bad boss stories. I have a theory where if you're a bad boss, you are projecting because you're actually the bad employee and you're blaming everybody else. I kept a notepad and wrote down what he did in the day. I felt like Pam from The Office tracking Michael's workday. It got from the point where he was on average only in the aquatics area for 1 hour a day, while all the rest were spent with the director in one way or another. So me, being a spiteful person, I used this when I finally decided enough was enough. After 6 months of Kevin, I had had it and decided to leave for new adventures. Finally, I know. But I decided to go out with a bang. I turned in my 2 weeks, was my cheery self, did everything I was asked to do, then hit my exit interview with HR. I expressed all of my safety concerns, new policies I didn't agree with, and told them all about Kevin's antics. I brought the notepad and told HR. Oh, and I brought this for you. I'm pretty sure Kevin and Nancy, the director, are sleeping together. Here are my notes. Feel free to figure this out. Then I left. For a young and insecure me, this was the most empowering moment. I walked out feeling like a champ and didn't look back. A few months later, an old coworker reached out in an email and told me, hey, not sure if anyone's updated you on things since you left. It's gotten crazy around here. Remember Nancy and Kevin? Well, they both got fired. Apparently they were having an affair and would use her office to sleep together at work. They're both now divorced and are jobless after everything played out. Just thought you should know after all the crap he put you through. Vindication never felt sweeter.